Hello everybody and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, where I tried to understand in the previous episode we started out our new Eden streak and we're going to be continuing that today. We got a really good start on the previous episode, but we had a bit of a bummer of an item that gave us knockback. We ended up making it work, but it was definitely troubling throughout. And here, stats are great. We've got lower fire rate, slightly higher damage. We're starting out with potato peeler and 1-up, which is actually a pretty good combo. Essentially, from what I remember, it's so weird not having knockback. It's so strange. Okay, this is like the best start to a run ever. We just got like a ton of money, which is really good for our 1-up, as well as crawl space. Great. So essentially, from what I know, once we reach 99 coins, we get a heart. It's like the worst trade deal ever, but it's something. But yeah, potato peeler is kind of the better thing. We should be able to amass a small army. Ooh. Do you know what? This is a slightly hard room. Don't you dare tell me. Fucking... If you didn't realize what happened there, by the way, Curse of Vanishing took away my items. Because Curse of Vanishing... Ooh, boy. Is it fair. Heck off, Curse of Vanishing. Heck off. You stupid. You're so stupid. I could have had the mulligan there, and I didn't realize I had Curse of Vanishing. It annoys me so much. I know it's going to be fixed. It's still just deeply, deeply, deeply unsatisfying. Dissatisfying, whatever you want to say, for the moment that it's not fixed. Makes me cry quite a bit. I really want some bombs also, because we're getting a lot of these golden blocks, which give us extra money, and I want those. I very much want those. Right, let's keep going. Lots of golden blocks. Wait, do golden blocks change when you go to and from rooms? You might be able to farm them if you've got enough bombs. This guy's going to take a while to die. That's okay. So weird not having that knockback. I just played the episode you just watched previously, just before this, and yeah, it feels so strange. Oh, damn, if only we had a single bomb, we'd be able to get so much money out of that room with one bomb. Bit of a shame, really. Bit of a shame. This guy's not going to give us a bomb, is he? Just going to give us misery. Misery. So much misery. At least this guy's dying pretty quick. Okay, I managed to use our cube of meat there effectively. And Lemonhead as well. Do you know, I am going to take a gamble. I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to hop into our shop and see if we can buy ourselves a key and a bomb. Okay, I guess we'll just get the key and a soul heart then instead. Okay, let's go. I can't believe we missed out on Mulligan. It's so depressing. It was mine. I had it. But Curse of Vanishing took it all away. I only have myself to blame. Also, we have really small tiers now, but we have very good damage and fire rate for how early on we are. We're in a good place for that. Yeah, we want to get as many bombs as we can to blow up all these golden rocks, because we're going to get a lot of money from those. And that's kind of how the 99 cents thing works. It's like, the better thing about it is these golden money rocks. These little question mark cubes. That's the better thing about this item, rather than the getting health. But the getting health thing does work too. I'm not sure if it eats all 99 cents, by the way, if you... when you get the 1-up. If it does, definitely a bad trade deal. If it doesn't, though, that's pretty dope. That's pretty sweet. I'm guessing it will eat it all, though. Get you out the way. Okay. Have we got any golden blocks in this room? Nah, we don't. I was going to maybe try and lure some of these guys towards them. I can't hit you because my tiers are so small. Having a hard time here. Okay, yet another tinted rock. Well, I don't say yet another tinted rock. We're not seeing any tinted rocks, but yet another rock we want to explode. It's really deceptive. Like, our damage looks like it's really low, and we're killing things really fast. It's really strange. Yeah, if this game could give me just any bombs, any amount of bombs would be great, but apparently I am not deserving of them. This is a lot of champions. It's a lot. Another tinted rock. Please, game. Don't do this to me. Don't give me no bombs. That would be so rude. That would be so rude. Well, thank you. Thanks, I guess. You little troll. God damn it. Game hates me. This game heckin' hates me. There's another key. Let's get into our item room and shop now. Okay. We're in business. We're in business. Good, good. Right, where's the other tinted rock? I can't remember. All we needed was a few bombs to get the ball a-rolling. And we have indeed started that ball a-rolling. Where was it? Was it over here? There's a bomb in here, apparently, as well. There's a bomb in this room. I guess. I mean, we're going to get a bomb back, so try it out for a crawl space. Why not? Where was this tinted rock? I swear there was another one somewhere. It's debatable whether I go for the tinted rock or these two. I'm going to go for these two. Look at all that money. Sweet, sweet money. Oh. We've got a lot of luck right now. I've got to figure out what happened there. So I think what happened is they were luck rocks. Sorry, they were like the question mark blocks. We left the room and came back and they weren't. We blew the rocks up and came back, and then the game was like, oh shit, I forgot, sorry, and replaced them again for us. Interesting. Interesting. Right, we're gonna go back to our shop and see if there's anything else we wanted from there. Restock seems like a really good option for us right now. And why not get all these hearts? Oopsie, I just smacked my my pop filter. I do apologize if you heard that. It's back to normal now. But let's carry on. I just hope we can get a nice supply of bombs for this run. A nice supply of bombs for this run would be perfect. Give me just Pyromaniac. Or Pyro. Just Pyro, the 100 bombs one. That's even better for our situation right now. We've got little Loki here. Pretty easy boss, pretty chill. Been kind of looking up and reading a bit more about what's going on with Repentance in terms of development and stuff, and there's been some really interesting stuff. There was a blog post recently, I don't know how many of you saw it, called Combo Breaker, that Edmund put up, and basically it showed off a lot of the new synergies that Killburn's been working on, and my god, is there some amazing ones out there. Fuck, I got hit, it's fine. Did we get the stat up? Yes, big stat up. Love it. Let's go. We are on a very good run now, I think, and health is looking a lot better than it was last episode, and we can basically just trade away red health as and when we get it, and that's probably what I will be doing. Do you know what? I'm going to open both of these for the chance at bombs, because we know that every floor that we're going to need bombs, so why not play that way and try and get them? Grey chests do have a good chance of getting them, and that was pretty good anyways. We got good money, we got keys, we got bomb. It's nice. It's very nice. And I love the little, having the lemon head with the tier size down. It's so confusing. We've got really good damage, but it just doesn't look like it. It looks like we have about 2.5 damage with our tier size. Another great chest. Hey, we're climbing up the ladder. We're getting ready for success. Don't you throw your eyes at me. Are you the guy that throws the eyes? I'm not sure. Oh, and another one. All we need now is rocks. Ah, I can't believe that hit me. I did not think I was close enough for that explosive damage to hurt me there. Yes. Thank God I didn't use a bomb on that. Petrified poop is not worth it. But this is Suck it all, void chest. Suck it all. Left hand. Yeah, we'll take left hand. Wait, that's a... Oh. How much of a stats down is it? Ah, it's a really minor stats down. Although, wait. It says +1 to fire rate, but it doesn't actually give +1 to fire rate. Strange. It's because it's a cursed item. It's like an evil item, so it makes my evil go up. So yin and yang doesn't give me as much stats. It's only a minor stats down, though, so I will take it. Hello, hello. Because we're early enough that we could possibly get Guppy out of this. And that is what I look to achieve. Okay, we've got the range to get this guy from over here. I'm going to take a gamble. Nope. Gamble too much. I was going to just stand there and try and out-damage him. Not a good idea. Good. A extra key. Perfect room to get it on. That is a treasure trove of awesomeness, but we need flight. give us a hangman card or a flight item, because that looks ultimately too delicious to give up on. Oh, hello, teleporty boys. I don't like you. You confuse me. Okay, can we have more of the golden rocks in rooms where we can actually do something with them, please? Rather than all of them in one room that we can't access. That's just kind of evil, game. And you know it. Also, we just got Eyesore as well, an item that I really love. We're going to fire off random tiers in random directions. We got ourselves this room here. We've got Silver Flesh. I think we take Silver Flesh. It's good enough. I think it's a bit of a weird item, but I do like it. And I think we just carry on going, you know. Yeah, Silver Flesh, as you can see, is firing out those sort of ring-looking tiers. If we manage to get a kill with one of those ring tiers, it will give us a soul heart. It won't drop it on the floor, though. It will add it directly to our health bar. That's a sort of thing that confused me a lot about it the first time round. And you know what? Yes. Now we have flight. I think this is a much better thing. With the speed up and the flight, we don't really need Potato Peeler anymore. Get all them. Oh, yes. So much money. Oh my god, we're at 12.6 luck. That's absurd. It's just absurd. We have to now go and look for more rocks on this floor, right? Seems like a good idea. Yes, we found more. Yeah, we just got a soul heart there, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to keep watching my health while I fight things and see if I see my health go up. Die, fiend. Yep, there you go. Another half soul heart. God damn, the amount of money and luck you get from this is absurd. I've never really rated this item, but now. My god, and Silver Flesh is working wonders for us right now too. This is the best. Right, back to the shop. Holy hell. This run got a bit crazy. It got a little bit nutty, and I do like to see that. Let's start off with just a normal old reroll, shall we? Because both of those items we don't really want. Don't really want that either, honestly. Let's reroll with money this time, though, because I want to keep bombs so that I can get my money later. Diplopia. Diplopia. Joker. Did we get a Deal the Devil this floor? I don't think we did. Hey. Definitely take that. We looking pretty spicy right now. I'm going to skip out on Diplopia. I like our flight. It allows us to get our pennies. Humbling Bundle. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed. Don't need to worry about bombs now because we get a ton of bombs later on. From Humbling Bundle and Sackhead. Yes. Oh, yes. Duplicate your keys. Why the heck not? Justice. Damn it. We should have seen that earlier. Okay, this is good. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have taken the thing that increases your fire. I'll take this. I should have taken the item that increases your fire. Hello. The item that increases your fire rate of how much money you have. We're going to have so much money. I thought, oh, we're only on low money. It's not that useful. But we're going to be on much higher money later, you turtley fuck. God damn. Curse of the Maze. But this is a good run. This is a really good run. Very much like it. Very, very much. Ooh, what's in here? Single red chest. Yeah, single red chest worth it. It was not worth it. Hoo-yah. That was a really, really dumb decision there. I tried to use the horse head to do a bit of extra damage, and I just plopped myself right inside his hitbox and hurt myself. It was to be fully expected. To be fully expected. Yeah, as I've said recently, I've been kind of on the trend of telling life stories and just kind of talking about stuff. And, like, I don't know, I'm trying to sort of think of different things to talk about. School has definitely been sort of the best source of comedy for me. Like, some people were saying in the comments previously that, like, they just don't have the wacky school stories that I have, like, anywhere near close to. It's kind of amazing to me that, like, some people just don't have any cool stories from school. I have loads, absolutely tons. I remember once we had a French teacher. Also, this will give us an insane amount of money, just the one rock. We had a French teacher. I'm pretty sure she got kicked out of school. She called it Mrs. Woodhouse or something like that. And she was real crazy. I sat like right at the front of the class, like literally, like basically at her feet, pretty much, like right in front of her. And she was rather aggressive and loud in her method of teaching, to the point of she would pretty much deafen you when she shouted at someone. Like if someone's messing around in the back, she'd shout, like lean sort of pretty much over my head and shout at people. And I remember there's this one thing she used to do, which was the absolute worst. Like honestly, the worst thing. It gives me shivers thinking about it because of how much it like just pierced me. She used to have a rolling pin behind her desk, and if the entire class like wouldn't shut up, if she couldn't continue with her lesson, what she'd do is she'd smack the rolling pin. Can you stop, Bomb? She'd smack the rolling pin on the desk in front of her, and it'd be really, really, really heckin' loud, and it'd basically tell everyone to shut the fuck up. But because I sat right at the front, that was my desk. So I'd be doing my work, and she'd just get this rolling pin and just slam it right on the front of my desk and scare the ever-living shit out of me. And it happened like 3 or 4 times where, like, it gave me, like, ear ringing for the rest of the day. It was that loud. It was kind of crazy. That's a really cool looking enemy, by the way. I don't know who designed that enemy, but that was a cool looking enemy. Didn't get to see what it did because it's dead, but you know what I mean. But yeah, and like she used to do it all the time, and I'm pretty sure she got let go from the school because I'm 99% sure the school thought she was mentally unstable because she was a bit like, as far as French teachers go, like I don't know how many of you had at your secondary school. Or middle school, whatever you guys want to call it, the sort of your home class where you went to school and you had your, it was called for us it was called our tutor group, and essentially it'd be the class that you're in at the start of the morning. You don't have any lessons with them, but it's who you do the register with, like who you make sure everyone's there that day with. We'll get that. Shrink ray, no thank you. There's some bad items here today. Right, yeah, it'd be who you do, like, the register with and everything. I'm gonna buy this just to refresh the shop. Yeah, cool. Nice. Yeah, and my teacher, because it was all just normal teachers, like I said, they weren't actually teaching you anything, it was just for checking, and sometimes you'd have, like, we had these things called World Learning Days where we'd take a day off where we didn't do any classes, and we'd just like like the entire school would do different subjects, like special subjects for the day, and there'd be like 5 or 6 of them on, and every class would rotate between them all, and they'd have like guest speakers in and stuff. Like we did one about like fire safety where we had a bunch of different classes from like where firemen came in. We had another one about like police and stuff, and like they kind of told us about like being safe around drugs and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we've had a few of them. But anyways, mainly it was just a class early in the morning for like 20 minutes where you do register. But my class was great, and this is not going to reflect well on them. But my class was great because they all messed about a lot, and like a few of the people that I played like on PlayStation, on GTA 5 and Call of Duty with, were in that class. And there was this one guy called Jordan that he'd always mess around, and admittedly. He was a bit racist. This is why I'm saying this is going to make him look bad. Admittedly, he was a little bit racist, and this is going to sound... Okay, I've gotten myself way too deep into the story now. Please note that I didn't take part in any of this. I was merely a bystander, and he did get in trouble for this a lot. But there was this girl in the class who was not English, that... for some reason, he didn't like. I have no idea if it's because she wasn't English or... I don't know. I really don't. I don't know his motives, but he kind of bullied her pretty relentlessly in those classes, and it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Let's say I bomb through here. I remember we had one of these sort of world learning days once. Ooh, Book of the Dead. Yeah, I gotta take Book of the Dead. I got to. Sorry, Flight. I love you, but... I will love you and leave you. Yeah, we had one of these World Learning Day things where we'd stick with our tutor group for the entire day, and one of the, for some reason, he kind of got I don't know how best to put it into words. He was throwing stuff at her, and at first it was like he was throwing like a piece of paper, or like a note. And then he'd throw like a pencil, and it just scaled up throughout the day, to the point where he was throwing like textbooks. He threw a laptop, and then he threw a chair. I'm fairly sure that this guy was also a little mentally unstable. Lots of mentally unstable people at my school, I'll have you know. But yeah, and I was just kind of on looking, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? What on earth is happening? And I don't know why. Our teacher was pretty chill, but she was so she was so blasé about the whole thing. She told him off for doing it, but that was it. He should have been kicked out the school for that sort of stuff, and she was just kind of like, oh, Jordan, don't throw a chair at this girl. It's what? Don't throw a chair. And that's all you're going to do about that? Also, I actually had my French lessons with my tutor teacher, and she was savage as F. She was savage AF. So there was this one kid. I'm not gonna... Do you know what? I should probably avoid using names just in case any of this comes back to haunt me, or in case I find out that anyone from my school watches these videos. So there was this guy, and he got caught in an act of in an act of self-pleasure by his parents, apparently, and for some reason he told everyone at school about this, which, as you can imagine, is a terrible idea. Don't do that. And it got spread around real fast. Pretty much everyone knew, and I kind of need to tell you his name to make this work. His name was Ryan. I'm gonna name drop. And everyone called him Right Hand Ryan for a really long time. And this teacher, my tutor teacher, we had this thing, because like I said, it was a French lesson, learning French. And we had this circle time thing where you'd hold this little teddy and you'd pass it around the room, and you had to say stuff about yourself in French. And I remember, this rumor, well, it might have been a rumor, it might have been true, I have no idea, but this nickname got spread around the school so much that, when everyone was passing it around the room, no one would take the doll, the little teddy bear from this guy, because he touched it, and they were like, oh no, right hand on it, oh, he's touching his right hand. And the teacher was, real savage and was like, oh, I don't want to touch that either. Just, proper played into the joke. I was like, oh my god, excuse me, little mimic? That's the first time I've fallen for a mimic there, my god. I was like, oh my god, that's so savage. Do you know what? We're going for wins. I'm going to take this. We've got Leviathan as well. And a Bookworm. Yeah, I'm taking this. More bombs appear. Yeah, I don't know what. I'm going to take that. I'ma take it. Let's go back. Yeah, and like she probably played into the joke, and I was like, oh my god, they really shouldn't be doing that. That's not good. That's not good. My school was a bit wacky though. My school was it was in special measures for a while, which essentially means the school was performing so poorly that they had to bring in specialists to fix it. And that was just before I started at the school. And as you can probably tell by what I've said so far, they didn't really fix it. it was kind of a mess. My education was kind of crazy. But at the same time, it was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed school. That must sound crazy to many people out there that are experiencing school and fucking hate it, especially during COVID times. I mean, I can imagine for you lot, that's absolute hell. I do feel for you all in that regard. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed school. It was weird. I was kind of like sort of. I had a core friend group of like 5 people, but I was sort of friendly with everyone. I wasn't really friends with everyone, but I kind of knew and talked to everyone, sort of thing. And like I had this very sort of weird stretch in terms of my friend groups. Like I basically had my hand in every pot in terms of friend groups, because as you can definitely imagine via what I am doing right now and what I've been doing for the past 2.5 years, i.e. YouTube, I was part of the nerdy friend group. Because, obviously. Tears up, night. Ooh, breaks the tear cap. Beautiful. Yeah, I was part of the nerdy friend group. Do we need to be going any further than this? No, we don't. Let's go back. But I actually, like, I had like, pretty close friends in a lot of the different groups. Like, one of the people, so I when I went to school, by the way, I do realize that these stories are all becoming just jumbled messes of words, but stick with me here. I keep jumping from story to story, but hey ho. When I went to school, I used to walk to school, like, instead of taking the bus. Ooh, this is a nice room. Instead of taking the bus, I used to walk to school. It was about a 45-minute walk there. But I always enjoyed it. I always enjoyed walking to school. I walked with a few different friends on the way there. But on the way back, I always used to walk with this guy named Charlie. Again, I keep name dropping. I really shouldn't be doing that. But I used to walk with this guy. And it was strange because... Ooh, that's good. That's good. It was strange because he was definitely regarded as one of the more popular and sort of athletic kids at the school, which I 100% was not in any way, shape, or form. But we were really good friends, and it kind of. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It's not super common. Like, you tend to find that the different classes of people, especially at school, kind of stick with their sounds like I'm segregating people, but they kind of do at school. 14.5. Look, my god, that's kind of how it is, really. Oh my fucking life. Balls of steel. We got so much stuff going on here. Holy hell. Yeah, they kind of do keep everyone to their own classes, and also. I have to say, didn't you always find at school, those of you that are there, and those of you that have obviously previously been, that there's a group of popular kids, the popular group, of which have a smaller friend group than yours, or a smaller friend group than other friend groups, and that no one that you know likes, but yet they're still somehow classed as the popular kids, even though no one likes them. Like, that always baffled me. There was like this group of like 7 or 8 people that were the popular group. It's like, but no one likes you. Like, you're only popular among yourselves. No one else at this school likes you because you're all pricks. I do remember once in our science class. What am I doing? I'm just kind of stood here doing nothing. I do remember once in our science class, my science class was pretty fun. I think I spoke about it previously. I did triple science and double science and single all in the same year. So I had a lot of science classes all with the same teacher and the same people. And one of my friends, Ben, again, I'm never going to not name drop. It's just going to happen. I'm sorry. One of my friends, Ben, he got sort of forced to, like, we had a seating plan, and he basically got forced to sit on a table with some of the popular people that were just kind of pricks. And And he was not happy about it, so he just went to the teacher and was like, hey, can I change seat? And he's like, oh, why do you want to? This is in front of the class, by the way. He, like, put his hand up and, like, went to the teacher, and everyone could hear the conversation. It wasn't private. And he's like, oh, can I move seat? And he's like, oh, why? And he just straight up went, because I don't like these people. They're not nice. He just proper was like, yeah, these people are horrible. I want to leave. I found it so funny. They were pretty taken aback by it. But the teacher was like, cool. Yeah, you can move. He just took his word for it and was like, yep, okay. You go on. Using a book gives you 20/20 for the current room. No. I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, and like I've said before, our teacher was our science teacher at least, was a little bit of an alcoholic. Just a little bit. And he would basically come in at least twice a week, and just for the first half of the day, he'd be like, do what you want, read from a book, I don't care. Like, I'm not ready for this shit. It was quite funny. It's weird how, like, it sounded like he was a really terrible teacher, but he was actually a really, really good teacher. And we had a maths teacher as well that was really enthusiastic. It's always good at school when you get a teacher that's quite enthusiastic. You don't get many of them, but when you do, it is really nice. Because it helps like the students and like yourself be a lot more passionate about the subjects. I know for a fact it did for me. Like I'm definitely better at maths than I am at English, and I think one of the reasons for that is because my English teacher wasn't very enthusiastic and wasn't very helpful, whereas my maths teacher really was. And one of the things that he'd do, which was definitely some weird power trip and definitely some strange lesson plan thing that he devised, but he'd like spend like quite some time rewriting popular songs into different maths maths-based songs. He'd like switch out the words for like maths problems and stuff, and he'd make the entire class sing them like with him. But it did work. Like some of them were just stupid. Some of them were to like help you remember certain formulas and stuff, and some of them like really worked. There was one. This one he didn't write, but this is one that he made us sing a lot, which was the Circle song. I don't know how many of you have heard that. It's for like finding out how to work out the science section again, working out the circumference of a circle. Pi r squared sounds like area to me. If you need the circumference, you just do pi d. And then I always remembered that because of that tune. Like that was ingrained into us, because basically for the like month or so that we were learning about circles, that we would have to like sing that pretty much every morning, and it was ingrained into me. It's like the ultraviolet, the light, the light spectrum, the different types of light. There was a song for that as well. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared, radiation, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. I think that was it. I can't remember exactly, but that always helped me remember that, and that's helped me in exams in my later life, including college. Like that, those songs that we learnt at school actually helped a bunch. And it's like, I don't know, the methods of learning like that when you have a teacher that's passionate about it, even if they're fucking stupid, they really work. It works a lot. But like I said, he did a lot of should we do Hush? Nah. He did a lot of stupid ones as well. A lot of songs that were just like nonsense. One of them that was really funny that I always remember is he took the song Sex Bomb, which of course is quite inappropriate when you're working with kids that are like 13, and replaced Sex Bomb with different shapes. So it was like, instead of like sex bomb, you're my sex bomb, it was triangle, you're my triangle, and he'd make us sing it as well. I mean, everyone kind of enjoyed it because it was just funny, but I always found it really, really stupid. But at the same time, like I said, it made the lessons a lot more enjoyable because the teacher actually cared. And it's crazy how rare it is. Like the same school and the same lesson, maths, we had different sets, so we had different teachers for different levels of how good you were at maths. And the one set above mine, because I was actually not in the top set, I was in the second, the top set maths was really bad. Like, the teacher did not give a shit. He would literally give you a textbook and just make you do problems from a textbook. and he'd hardly speak to the class the entire day. And yeah, like, that's just so much worse. I don't see how you learn when you're doing that. Like, that's not teaching. I could do that at home myself. I could go buy a textbook and read the textbook at home. Like, it's really not learning when it's just, here's a book. There you go. I don't know. I skipped that room by accident. I very highly doubt this, but is anyone out there that watches a teacher? Because it'd be interesting to see. I very highly doubt it, but it'd be interesting to see. And, like, interesting to get some perspective. It's one thing that's really strange. I have a friend of a friend that I've that's been to our house a few times to have, like, drinks and, like, people's birthdays and stuff. That's a teacher that's my age, and it blows my mind. It's like he teaches secondary school. I think he teaches science, and it blows my mind that, like, it doesn't feel that long ago that I was at school. Like, I can still remember it pretty vividly, and someone that I know and have been drinking with and got drunk with is a teacher. It's like, that's so strange. It's such an odd thought. Like, it made me feel really old, even though he's obviously a comparatively fairly young teacher. It still made me feel really old. Did we get farting baby again? Okay, we just got wafer, so we definitely, I guess we'd already won this run, but we just got wafer, which is another just guaranteed thing to win. Oh my god, this run is just amazing now with Cricket's body. Nope, cracked in for me for some reason, fucks me up every time I take it. Holy shit, this is amazing. This is the best. This here is the worst. These guys need to go. These guys need to go. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I really do feel for a lot of people that still at school, especially during COVID times, because it's just, I can't, ooh, prop this as well. I just can't imagine the teachers are really trying that hard. Like, I'm sure for them it's just as hard to try to properly try teaching as it is for you to properly try paying attention and learning. It's just education's been completely cut, and I feel like it's more so than the educational aspect of it. The social aspect of it's the worst part. I really feel like a lot of the really young kids that are going into their first and second years of school and people that are just crossing over into high school are going to end up having some pretty serious social issues as they grow up. Like, I know that a lot of our generation and the Gen Zs now already have a lot of social issues. That's kind of our thing. I say our thing. I'm just out of Gen Z, but you know what I mean. That's kind of their thing. But I really feel like the next generation's gonna have some a lot more serious issues, because they're basically gonna have spent pretty much 2 years of their life not really speaking to humans, which is crazy. Lockdown got us all messed up, especially for those of you in the UK. I don't know how bad it is in America. I think some people are still going to school and stuff. The UK is all sorts of fucked though at the minute. We're in our third lockdown now with no end in sight whatsoever. But this guy is dead as dead will ever dead. And this has been win 2 on the Eden streak. And I have to say, a pretty fantastic win as well. A pretty fantastic win. I hope you guys did enjoy yet another good episode. I rambled incoherently for a lot of time there. So, yes, I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.